Right. We are another episode of Mr. Big Mouth. I have two wonderful guests with me today, all the way from Alabama. Roll Tide? Are we Roll Tide?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. There we go.
Tide.
Charnita and Jason Horton. How you guys doing? Yay. Woohoo. Beautiful. Beautiful. So tell the audience briefly, what do you do, Charnita?
My name is Charnita Horton. I am a serial entrepreneur. I am a married woman to this fine young man, my Jason. I am a mother of 3 kids. Transparency, I've been pregnant 6 times. So to be able to have 3 babies to come out of me, and not even knowing then I had lupus, fine lupus. When you don't know, it seems like your survival is something serious. When you do know, then all of a sudden, everything want to go wrong. But the serial entrepreneur, why I call myself that, is I do multiple things, and what I focus in is the money making thing. You know, that really I say make you rich.
Make you rich. That's her nickname is the tax goat, if I guess. All right. The Mount Rushmore of tax.
So my number one thing that I can say, just bring the money in. I am a tax professional, and 4 locations. I am a real estate agent. Not a real estate agent, but I invest in real estate.
That's right.
So investor, I do not want to be an agent, Lord Jesus. But I am an investor in real estate. That's why I was telling you, what is the 3 ways you can become, the main ways, real estate. And they always say you have to focus in on one particular thing, and that's, me doing taxes. Yeah. Also, I have my own show, Charnita's World.
Yes.
Melanie Cherie, thank you for picking me up in 3 days. My house manager at that time pitched me. And in 3 days, I had my own reality show on Nubian TV.
That's crazy.
I'm working on season 2.
Yes.
Wow. So explain to everyone, how does that happen? Because I know a lot of people that work and, they hear about other people, friends getting reality shows. What was the situation that got you into a show? Like, they met up with you, they saw you, somebody you work with?
No. So my house manager at the time, we was in my room, and she was cleaning out my purses. Oh, yeah, that's a whole other situation in my closet.
I know.
So, and she was like, you and Mel, like, y'all really got a lot of things in common. I was like, you keep saying it, and that's not the first time I heard that. Mm-hmm. And she was like, it's, I remember, which is my friend too, Miss Pryor, owner of 88 in Birmingham, Alabama. She was like, we was really looking to book her, and I can try to get in touch with her manager.
Sure.
I was like, Morgan, really?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm kind of like, pitch what? At that time, you really, I'm the tax go, but what about me, she can pitch? I said, that's the humbleness in me, but I was just like, okay, what is Morgan talking about? So it was a Sunday. She called Don Michelle, which is Mel's manager, and pitched me. And she was like, I'm gonna send you pictures and all that. So she sent my pictures over to Mel's manager. Mm-hmm. Transparency, let's go back. I had told Jason that I want to be on TV and reach the mass.
There you go.
And
he secretly manifested it.
Yes. So I literally was like, he just was like, you can do it, but you just need to know what comes with it.
Oh, yeah.
So Jason told me about all the bad things that people can say, but what about the people that love you and can turn on you and see your growth and will literally be in your face, smiling in your face, and not for you?
Those are the worst.
Yeah.
You'd rather have a straight up enemy. At least you know what you're dealing with, right? Yeah. But that's the nature of the game. In television and social media and everything else, if you're doing your job right, half of the people love you and half of the people hate you. That's that tension. That's what you want, right? Because once you crossed over into that reality world, you're now in the entertainment world. I know it's your life, so that's part of it. It's the critic and the fan, right? And you want them going. I mean, you'd like more fans, but get ready for the critics too. You lean into the critics, right? And that's all right. That's fine. So
I was like, all of a sudden she gets done Michelle on the phone. I was like, no, wait. Me? At that time was like still like me. And I talked to Dunn on the phone and she was like, I love you, girl. I love you, And I was like, yeah, and I told her about my story. And I mean, in those 3 days, I got picked up and you see me now on my own show.
That's amazing. And the media landscape now allows that, right? There's so many Nubian television. The other one I think I saw was UTV that you guys are going to be on streaming. Mm-hmm. So they
even Tubi been
Tubi, another one that picks up a lot of like local talent, right? I've had a bunch of actors and comedians in here that have stuff going up on Tubi right now. So it's a whole new media landscape, and the way things are right now. I don't know if you guys have leaned into it yet, but you become your own media empire.
That's right.
Which benefits your company, right? That's part of it, and so to that point, how long have you had your company? Have you long been running it?
I stepped out. Jason and I left our jobs as full-time entrepreneurs. At that time, we was working for our company and also at Virginia College. I was a recruiter, and he was a senior accountant. Jason was telling me that I can recruit for my own business. And he was already doing taxes, and we were going back and forth. This 2016, we walked out on our job at the same time. I was pregnant, actually. No, did I come back off?
You had just got pregnant.
I had just got pregnant. So June 2016, we walked out and became full-time entrepreneurs. That was 2015.
Explain to everyone, because I'm with you. I wasn't pregnant, but I'm with you on walking out of your job. It's a little hard for me to get pregnant, but still, that feeling of when you walk out, right? How, like where
it
we
was
go?
Really the
it's
next
exhilarating
morning.
And scary.
I was like, where I'm going?
I think, like, for me, and I tell people, especially as a man that has a family, I was really big on saving, by me being an accountant.
Sure.
It wasn't that bit of a hard task to do, but I wanted to make sure all the ducks was in a row and at least have 6 months, in the account, even though, we had a new baby on the way. So this is our second baby.
That's an added
risk.
Not that the baby, but that you got to feed another mouth, and now you're going to go risk it all.
And the thing was, right before we resigned, before I put my resignation letter in, she took a blood test, I believe. So we didn't know. So once we found out she was pregnant, I had the opportunity to say, hold up, let me just stay on my job a little longer.
Yeah.
But no, we took that leap. We walked out on the phone the same day, and we opened up another location.
It was the craziest day. Like the president of the school had got fired and everything. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. That is nuts.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's exhilarating. It's scary. You got a baby on the way. That's a whole added other thing that's going on right there. And then you guys went out on your own, and what was the next step? Like, so you leave your job. Was there a plan in place, or were you just like a typical entrepreneur?
The company, our first company, SmarTaxx, was in Jasper, Alabama. So we had one location. Now we have 4. So we just put all our energy, because it was his mom's dream to open up a tax office and really do this. She came to me about her dream. At that time, I did not know how to do taxes. I just knew the drive, how to push it and really push it to the next level. And Jason told me, you can come over and recruit and do this, But I became the #1 recruiter in our company.
Yes,
and look at that.
I wasn't the most, when it was brought to me. I was working at a CPA firm at the time, and I didn't immediately jump on it. I was like, oh no, this may be a conflict of interest.
Yeah, sure.
This may be something that, may take more time than I'm willing to give because I'm working a job. But after that first year, the business did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
I ran the numbers, had my annual review on raises, and I said, you know what? It's not enough. Look, I would rather put all this energy in our own company. And with Charnita being who she is, I say, hey, you learn the tax world, you already have a following. I mean, as soon as you get geared up and locked in on it, just like you recruited students to Virginia College, you'll be able to recruit them to our business. And that's exactly what happened. And now she's the tax goat.
Yeah, there you
go. And something recently that I must say, you know, when you're a serial entrepreneur, and you know the tax goat, and having a husband with a CPA, and also a supporter, and also my other partner, my mother-in-law, I realize how precious that is.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody can't go in business with their family.
No.
Okay? So having a husband as a supporter, and then like the breadwinner of the family, and allow me to follow my dreams means so much, because he's a boss.
Yeah.
He's a boss. So me coming on saying I want to be on TV, he wasn't like a TV person, so that's bring a lot of exposure to your family. And I must say, when my reality show hit, that's when the enemy thought he can get me. And I hear my team, she was like, when you get on TV, it's gonna be different.
Yeah, sure.
Your life is different, and it's almost not the same. But I do not regret it at all, because it shows my transparency, and it's going to allow men and women to see the real, because a lot of people out here faking, not telling the true, we'll say blueprint. I call it the green print.
The work.
Yeah, I show the work. Jason actually showing we got a 26,000 square foot building downtown, and another one we also renovating, where is it called vlog?
Blog. We're doing some
blogging, where he telling people the progress of him renovation to our building.
Amazing. I always tell people our foundation is God. We're true believers, Christians, and we believe faith without works is dead. So you can have faith, but you got to put action to it.
I always said entrepreneurs, it's America. You can do whatever you want, believe whatever you want to believe. But I'll tell you, as an entrepreneur, being rooted in faith, it doesn't hurt. Not one bit, because when it gets dark, right, and you have those days, that's right, when you lean into it strongest, and you need it, and it's an amazing thing. I've been through it.
And being, and it's lonely at the top.
Yeah.
It's lonely.
Exactly.
And but at the same time, being able to speak to the mass and tell them your journey, it's something inside of you where you feel good, and it's a constant healing, not only for yourself, and you understanding that you're healing those out there.
And it sounds like you have a wonderful team of family, friends around you, which is great. Not everybody has that. Right. And it's hard to get things going when you don't have that, like especially you said, when it's lonely at the top.
Yeah.
Right? But it sounds like you have a good people
It took some time to get there, especially with family. What we learned over the years is adding buffers between, if we're bringing on family, to make sure, because we're all family. Me, my wife, my mom, we all in business together. So as we're bringing in additional family members,
cousins and whatever,
we put management in place. Yeah, we have different levels where this person reports to that person. That way, it keeps us that personal side intact.
Yeah, and like a business, it's accountability, right? I know you're my cousin, I love you, but if you do something that ruins the company, we're gonna have a problem, right? And it's good that you do that and you understand that and know that, because that's always. It's kind of the cliche, right? Don't do business with your family.
That's right, yeah.
Yes and no, right? If you do what you just said, sure, then do it. And if they cross that line, then it's okay. We'll still see you at, the next family event, but you're not going to work here no more. But it's great that you pulled them in.
This man, my wife, she is one of the people that anybody she's around, she makes them better. So it can be, if you have any inch of a dream, anything that you're willing to pursue, if you be around Charnita long enough, you're going to do that and more. And so I think with our companies, with our friends, family, everybody can feel that energy.
Every great company has that one. Just look at the Titans, the Jobs, and all the big names. They're not the best at coding or whatever they did. They're the best at getting people to all work and go in the right direction, whatever that motivation may be. and that's a great thing to have. And yeah, because a lot of times, what? Oh, just somebody called up. A lot of times you don't have that, and then you're kind of, you know, just kind of wandering in the wilderness.
My slogan: everything that connects to me wins. And I realize, James, like, whether that is good people, bad people, I don't care, from another country, whoever, I really believe the gift from God that he gave me, that when you connect to me, you're going to win. We're going to win together. And you got to understand, everybody that's connecting to God is not all good, but he makes sure we all win.
He knows what's in your heart.
Yes.
That's what matters. He knows that if you have a good heart, you'll have good days, bad days, whatever. But, and like I said, the same
so
thing.
when I got picked up in those 3 days, that I was just humbled, because who in the world
was picked up in 3 days?
and get in the first year award. Oh my gosh, the Tiller Award. Oh my gosh, I just was like, I even got in the running. Like,
well, let me ask you a question. The shooting schedule and everything that goes along with that. It sounds like
How is it?
Is it cramping you? Does it cramp your lifestyle a little bit, or you're okay with it?
I am.
Or adjustment period, maybe.
I am so okay with the cameras. The adjustment, I did good. Is it hard? Yes. I promise you, it's the most important thing I can tell you. You have to have the right people on set in your corner. You literally have to make sure everybody is for you.
Yeah.
Because you got to realize, it's people that's coming from all walks of life.
And they all have their own agendas.
No, and they have their own agenda. So they're coming in, and they're coming into your reality, and they are your reality. So I think that's the biggest thing, because this is your privacy.
Yeah.
It's an invasion, but you got to stay focused on the mission.
But it does work, and I come from the television world, and I know it well. You seem like a very authentic person.
Yeah.
So doing this is a lot easier. It's the ones where they have a big personality, but they're kind of fake, and it comes off that way. But if you're authentic, then you should be able. And you're right about having the team around you. You really are, because you have with the show, you have the staff, the executives, and everyone that goes around, and they're all looking at you for different reasons.
Yes.
Right? I need ratings here. I need the money there. You know. You do need that, and like you said, it sounds like you should have your mother-in-law on set. It sounds like crack some skulls out there for you, right?
I think the biggest thing about Charnita's world, I am a very huge giver, and I'm not. It's not all about financially giving. I have, helped so many people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your energy, your spirit, everything. I really, if I was to say what I love, I do book bag drive. I be out there, like, I be really having fun.
Yeah.
And people, that giving spirit, I realize, can be easily misunderstood. So you have to guide yourself different when you in the light, and so many people is looking at you.
Yeah.
She spoke in our marriage when we got married back in 2013. I remember standing there. I didn't have a job at the time. I was looking for employment.
Broke.
And I could never imagine my whole. When I thought about marriage, I thought about, okay, I got this salary. My wife gonna have this salary before we get married. And I remember just standing there and just thinking about my interview, and I'm marrying my wife, and we have this honeymoon, but I can't go on the honeymoon because I may get called for a job. And right there in her vows, she told me, she said, we're successful. She spoke that. And I remember I couldn't really see it at the time, but she has spoken so many things over my life. She has a gift of discernment, and I trust that. God gave her to me as a helpmeet, and it's not about ego. It's not about, okay, it's all me. I'm the man. I got to do everything. I allow her to speak into my life and to guide me where I don't see the way, and she sees it for me. And that trust has got us to where we are now.
That's a true team. That's how marriage should work. That's how the sex marriage work. You got to work, right, hon?
And it can be challenging.
Yeah.
It is. But though you go, and I like that you said that you were successful right out of the gate, right? Because what are you going to say? Oh, we're going to work through it. No, you come out with that positivity, and you're sure there's going to be shitty days and whatnot, but
every day. And I feel like recently in our marriage, even today, we got a strong thank y'all for inviting me. A revelation in our marriage. I think this is a great day where, we both, I don't know, James, if you just, you come together with your partner and y'all both realize something on one accord and you say let's tackle that. Today is the day. So I consider this day going to be marked. Yeah. It's a holiday for me.
Today will be the best day.
Yes, today will be the best day. I promise you, today is a good day. And I must say, when you do become who you are and push your dreams and you tell the world this is how you do it. I mean, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
A lot comes with it. So when you need those revelation days to really understand what you're walking, but when it's in your marriage, whew,
yeah, it's tough.
Yes.
I know.
So I just think my husband in this progress, because baby, we sticking, we glued.
But that's the whole point of getting married, right? It's
yes.
Like, no one said marriage was going to be, roses and rainbows every day of every minute. No, that's not it. It's it's the big picture.
And I must say, Mel, like when I met her, I love her. And our dynamic, she's a serial entrepreneur. And I feel like this walk she's in, Mel.
Who's this?
Melanie.
Okay.
She's the producer,
okay,
the owner of the show, of Nubian.
Okay.
She is a serial entrepreneur. So coming from Huntsville. So that's who I was talking about, the manager, Don. And I got picked up for her show. So, I mean, she's a lot like me. We both serial entrepreneurs. So, and I think she's a great influence. And I see what people talking about. So, it's good to be up under a great
team.
Yeah. So you have your initial team around, your family and friends, but I also see you're opening up that huge community center down there, right? You're talking about, we were just talking before the show about
one on 15,000 square feet, and the other one is 26.
So let me ask you a question: how much do you, and me launching Big Mouth Studio now, like the last 15 years I've been working from home, not really dealing with people, and now I've kind of immersed myself back into the community, and you get an energy from it. Yeah. There's something there, right? Tell me no. Like, you going out and they know you and you know them and you're doing good for them. These are your neighbors. These are people, right? And like, why not? So how much do you draw from them? How much of your day-to-day kind of drive comes from, we're going to do some good too, while I'm on TV?
I would say this.
Tell them.
One thing about what I've learned, before we leave the house, before we start our day, I pray with my wife, pray over my kids, because we're all going to run into people, and we want to make an impact. And also, too, to have our antennas up to see the ones that's not meant to be, connected. So with this production center that we have, event center, anybody that comes through those doors, we laid the foundation in that building. We did our
and I seen renewal. My discernment picked up. Thank you, God, for strong discernment. That's why I was telling you today it's a holiday for me. I told them, I said, we're going to get a downtown building, and we need to be ready. I didn't know it was going to be two.
Downtown, so Alabama. That's the busy. That's where all you got all the foot traffic and everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And we did our wedding renewal in the building, so we had the first wedding in there.
There you go.
To me, honoring family, honoring
I renewed
God,
my vows 3 times. That was my third time. I do it just because. Extra.
So we know anybody that comes into that building, they're gonna feel the presence of love at Horton Enterprise Studios, the He Building. People call it HE, and it's our enterprise. It's a legacy that we've created. God gave it to us to be able to, employ friends, family.
And you're from Alabama, like full your entire life. You're not transplants from anywhere else.
Went to high school.
And most of all, we have an amazing team. We're doing a great job. Thank you to all my team back home, all my employees. I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all for everything you done for me, because we couldn't do it without them.
No,
That's right.
No. And I
team.
want them to feel appreciated.
Yeah.
That is so important.
and it's so easy to do too.
Yeah.
Right? Like we've all worked for people that are just nasty people, right?
Right,
We will come
right,
across like, why? Why? You know, it's a job. Why would you do something like
Yes.
that? But okay,
happens.
so you have the show, you have the community center, right? You have the tax thing that's going on, SmarTaxx. You started with 1, now you got 4. Let me ask you a question: are you trying to expand that part of the business now? Is that
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
for
we
sure.
we just picked up another location,
Really?
Footindale, Alabama. So I know you don't know these cities.
yeah?
And so I've been so intentional because I am the COO of the operations of our enterprise, but I'm finna outsource HR. It's been a lot. I think it's getting to that time. And most important, I want my employees to be able to definitely be able to go to a department and not, because we're family. I remember starting off, we didn't have this many employees. The time is.
This is going to be the tricky part now, because you're talking about somebody bringing in into your company that's not you.
Right.
Right? So
Yes.
it's going to be tricky. I know a lot of
Yes.
business owners, when you start scaling out like this, it's the old school McDonald's story, it's like you start losing a little quality control.
yeah.
But again, you have a good team around you, so you're able to pick up on that.
I've read. I want to add this. Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. But he wrote one of his books is called The Cash Flow Quadrant, and it talks about the employee, the self-employed, the business owner, and the investor. And he has this quadrant set up, and going on that right side is where you really want to be as a business owner and an investor, because now it comes with trust. But it doesn't take just you to do, like if you're self-employed, it takes you to do everything that you need to do for your business.
Yeah.
But you have to extend that trust to become a business owner, and that's what we've done. Had to trust people in these roles, but it's allowed us to start other businesses and also invest.
Yeah, I've hired people that I knew weren't as good as some of the other people.
Right.
But there was I'll take that. I'll take an honest mistake and trust you than a snake.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're excellent. You're the best at it, but I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't operate like that. Trust is a very key thing, and it's hard to do, but I don't know. You tell me, but when I meet someone, you kind of get a good vibe right away, right? That's and then you got to show me it,
right.
But there's always the people you don't trust. There's always kind of something that red flags. The way they talk, the way they talk about their family. I don't know. There's something that you kind of pick out. You go, okay.
You want to be optimistic, but
exactly.
You gotta
And you gotta understand that's one of the areas. Having, I would say, a heart like mind giving and wanting everybody to win.
Yeah.
I realized I can't take everybody with me.
No.
I realized when I first spoke that I was going to be a millionaire and I'm going to be successful. I remember the uncomfortable people telling me to stop saying that. I see things in a different light, and the attacks that come upon you is something serious. You don't think that this would happen to you.
Yeah.
And I will say it's been, not me. It couldn't be this, God, I give too much. This won't happen. But when you said the word snake, that's
what they
something.
are.
It's something that you just
and
sit through the night. Move through the night in the morning. You like, okay, what just happened?
Yeah. Because part of being a serial entrepreneur, and I know this, you're always positive.
Yeah.
So you project that on other people. You want them to be that way. Right? It took me a while to learn that. But he's not as nice as me, and or he's giving, or he's trustworthy, and it's hard to do. But and that's why I use that word snake, because that's what they are. Yeah, they are snake. Whatever. Yeah. But it's because they come in and they slither, and next thing you know, they're ruining things. You know what I'm saying? Like a snake does. You get bit.
You're not careful, they'll bite you.
They'll bite you, stand in your house and
looking straight in the face.
Shake your hand. Take a picture with you. I mean,
that's the worst.
Smile in your face.
Yeah. And talk about you on the post. And you'll be like, okay. Yeah. But I will say this. No matter what, you have to forgive.
Yes.
And that's the season I'm walking in. The revelation I got today. Yes. I want to say what I got is I had to say, and I'm going to say this now, I forgive you.
Yeah. Well, you're a Christian.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I forgive you. And and that's it. And you got to move forward.
Yeah, and let it go.
You got to let it go.
Yeah, because you can't carry around that hate. Because it ends up hurting you more than them.
That's right.
Right? You know what I'm
Make
saying?
you
You
sick.
can't do that.
Yes. I forgive you. You have to just point. I don't care who it is, whoever you having that and they're holding you back. Because I told you, I've been diagnosed with lupus, and my lupus is stress triggered. So going in there and they're telling me, the reason why you're getting these flares is because of stress. And the same people, telling you, you're stressing, they can be the ones that's causing the stress.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
Were you diagnosed before you started opening up your own businesses? Did you have lupus, or after?
I didn't know then.
You didn't know
I
that?
didn't find out until August 2023.
Oh, really? Because it was pretty recent. They just found out.
And all the
Yes.
pregnancies was so rough.
Rough.
And it was, I think if we would have found out earlier, we probably would have just had our one,
Yeah.
just because the health, all of the pregnancies were high risk. But thank God.
So you
we
didn't
made
know
it.
during the pregnancy but
no.
you had it.
The last pregnancy with Jackson, I think that's when they sent her to a rheumatologist. And then from there,
Figured it out.
yeah, because he said he saw some things. And so I'm glad that we know it's not aggressive. And like she said, it is stress trigger. So
And I
have to
think
protect
that's
it.
the revelation I needed.
Yeah.
It's
So what
forgiveness.
would you say to entrepreneurs that are dealing with a chronic illness of some sort? Because that's hard to do. Being an entrepreneur is hard enough. Add a chronic illness to it, and it's a whole other thing. How do you attack the days knowing that any day could be a day where it flips? What's your mindset on that?
I think first for me is your mental health and loving yourself and not seeking validation and walking in constant forgiveness. I'm sticking to that because when you go to another level, I call it what we were saying, lonely at the top. It's not. You have to literally say to yourself, I'm not a burden. I do have friends. My husband do love me. I can call on somebody. Because the moment you think when you was a child, you think that was being, that person did me wrong. But what is if somebody's doing something literally evil, witchcraft to just bring you down because they don't want you at the top. But no matter what, every day you keep winning. And that's what that chronic illness come in. And I say, I'm going to get up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fight. And literally, I have to take medication every day. I be in pain every day. So I even had to face that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to take more than average. That's your Tylenol. I have to take serious pain medicine to get through the day. And it's okay, Charnita.
Yeah, it's
okay. No,
I hear what you're saying. It's hard for people to accept that, but again, go back to your faith. You're rooted in faith.
Yes.
So it makes that transition that much easier.
Yes.
Right, where some people don't. So anybody watching, whatever you believe in, lean into it.
Yes.
It helps.
And as a partner, it was very important for me to, because you hear things you're like, don't say that. You try to
You don't want to cause the flaring up.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to. I had to realize it is what it is, and now how can I make things easier?
Yeah.
And then
Give her massages.
Oh my gosh, my massages from my man is so good. James, I want to say too, I heard them say when you get one autoimmune disease, one come with it. So all of a sudden, James, so I'm like, am I pronouncing your name?
James, that's it.
Yes. So I'm like eating, and then Jason was just like, seems like every time you eat, you get sick. Ooh, child. So James, I got diagnosed with celiac disease. It's another autoimmune disease where I am allergic to gluten.
Yeah.
What? I'm like,
But I love
God built me to be so strong. Like, I literally was like, God, you really think I can handle this? So you have to understand when I am on set, I have to get I have a whole team. And those people right there, that's my focus, to make sure that's where you can't have the snakes.
No.
Because they see your ins and your outs, and
you're exposed, you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know?
If I get the argument, you better shut up. But you can't have a snake sitting in your home. And so like I'm in a season where I am literally walking, I'm standing my ground, and I'm walking in forgiveness, because you sit back and you'll question yourself, and you'll say, am I the bad person? Am I somebody bad? Is it me? And it will literally almost take yourself out, because you'll be like, it's so lonely. But let me tell you something, you have to care about yourself. Mm-hmm. And then when you care about yourself, you'll realize the ones around you that really truly care for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They gravitate towards you.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? You see it. It comes.
Yes.
Yeah. You get what you give.
Yes.
There you go. Absolutely. So, as a serial entrepreneur, right? Is there any new preneur you guys, besides the show and the taxes and the community center, because that's serial entrepreneurs. That brains are always going. I know. I got 5 ideas in the back of my head. Is there anything else out there right now?
The major thing, my husband is a strong, oh my gosh, what would you say, Jason? An investor in the stock market. So I appreciate him, and what part I like about what he does, I told him this was his year of, increase in that. And he just don't even know, God gave him the comfortability of having trust with God's finances. So what he does for his family, building generational wealth and different things like that, that's always ongoing. Mm-hmm. But what I have going on, I wrote my own book that's supposed to be launching. I have another where I'm always zooming back in on business credit, personal credit, consultation. We finna do something that's huge. So launching that back. So I got some projects that that's about to launch, and we're slowly building that. And also Jason. So it's constant with us. Yeah. It don't
got a
stop.
Trucking company.
Yeah.
We have Bella Rose Boutique for our daughter. We started.
Move my whole glam team in there.
Bella Rose Boutique. Yeah, it's
a brick and mortar store.
It's a brick and mortar store, storefront.
And my whole glam team is in there.
Yeah. So sweets. So we got people that do lashes, nails, hair. That's in there. And so our daughter, that's her baby.
You're like the Rockefellers of Alabama.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Why not, right?
We thank every tax client, everybody that believe in us. Thank you. You matter. Because you got it. We build in our own city first. And, I'm here in New York, and then to be able to go to different states and going, even go, if I want to go internationally. I know I can do this because the seed that I implanted in Birmingham, Alabama, y'all, they so amazing, so supportive. And that's the thing the enemy was trying to tell me. Your own seed, no, nobody's looking at you. They are watching.
Of course they are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I'm building up Big Mouth now. Inside out. That's what I call it. Inside out. Yeah. Start tight. And look, now I've got 2 wonderful people from Alabama sitting on the couch here. How the hell did you get here?
From Alabama.
So
I talked to one person to another person, and then now you're here, and it's an amazing thing. This is great, guys. It's been a great conversation. I'm really excited that you guys came through and everything. Tell everybody where they can find the show, where they can find you online.
So it's consistent. Charnita's World, and that's with an S after. So it's CHARNITA S World, and that's on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook. Hey,
What's up, Facebook?
It's Charnita Horton. That's my married name to my husband. And he got his, y'all. Let him tell y'all where you can find him, because he be doing his thing.
It's Jason's city, and the city is in her world. So look, you can find me at Jason's City, and that's my first name with an S, and then City. Also, Jason Horton on the social media platforms. Also, if you're driving down I-20 coming in to Birmingham, you'll see our billboard, you'll see the He Building, you'll see SmarTaxx, you'll see our businesses that we're running. And look, we're pushing for greatness. I believe in my wife. I'm supporting her all the way. And what she has is for the world to see.
And we pushing for you. Like,
Yeah.
Amen.
world, you can do it. Push the button. Charnita said, push the button. Everything connects to me wins.
Yeah.
And that, I mean that. And I mean that from my soul. So I appreciate. Woo, Yvonne, thank you for this opportunity.
Yvonne,
James,
yeah,
this is amazing.
Amazing. I got friends in Alabama now.
This
They're
is
my first friends in
amazing.
Alabama. I didn't know anybody there. But it was great.
Yeah.
It was great talking to you guys. Thank you so much for coming through.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.